Satellite. A satellite is a body that orbits around another body in space. There are two different types of satellites, natural and man-made. Example of the natural satellites are the Earth and Moon. The Earth rotates around the Sun and the Moon rotates around the Earth. A man-made satellite is a mission that is launched into space and orbits around the body in space. Examples of the man-made satellites include the Hubble Space Station and the International Space Station. Mobile satellite communication. Mobile satellite communication is the rendered from the radio station installed in ground, maritime, or the air mobile entities of another radio station via the artificial satellite. For example, it is possible to communicate from a ship on the ocean to a home or an office. Mobile satellite communication is enable different kinds of artificial satellites. Mobile satellite communication is a communication system of mobile satellite service MSS. Classification of orbits. Four different types of satellite orbits are the geostationary Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, low Earth orbit, highly elliptical orbit. Geostationary Earth orbit. Geostationary satellites have the distance almost 36,000 km to the Earth. Example are almost all TV and radio broadcast satellites. Any weather satellites and the satellites operating are backbones for the telephone network. Object in GEO moves around the Earth at the same speed as the Earth rotates. The means geostationary satellite remains in the same position relative to the surface of Earth. Medium Earth orbit. The medium Earth orbit satellite shoots in the orbit somewhere between the 6,000 km to 20,000 km above the Earth's surface. It is used to the GPS and the other navigation applications. HTS-MUO have been developed to deliver low latency, high bandwidth data connectivity to service providers, government agencies, and the commercial enterprises. MUO satellites bring fiber-like performances to remote areas where flying fiber is viable, such as a cruise, commercial, and maritime aero, orifice, and platforms. Low Earth orbit. LEO satellites are much closer to the Earth than the GEO satellites, ranging from the 500 to 1500 km above the surface. LEO satellites do not stay in the fixed position relative to the surface and are only visible to the 15 to 20 minutes each passes. LEO is the designed and the HTSO satellites to serve the communication market such as mass consumers and the enterprises broadband internet. Highly elliptical orbit. The highly Earth orbit satellite is the only non-circular orbit for the four types. A HEO satellite operates when an elliptical orbit with the maximum altitude similar to the GEO and a minimum altitude similar to the LEO. The HEO satellite is used for the special applications where the coverages and the high altitude locations is required. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. This is Ashwant from third year ECE.